EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Brooklyn Bulls and our home team. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man, complete. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Bulls nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hunt. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 15 yards. And the first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Red Dragons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hunt. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Pollard. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Run for Pollard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down now, Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bulls are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Bulls 7. Rodrigo Blankenship sets the kickoff.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Fields on first down. Open net is Waddle, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Dragons 14, Bulls 7.
On first down, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Fields. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
It's a gain of 8. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Red Dragons are able to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the 1st half of this divisional round matchup.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunt. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunt. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bulls get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Bulls 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Big hold to the 30. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Out to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, Hunt. That's once again complete to Chark. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Hunt. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
From what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The final shot before break. Hunt. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 13 yards remaining on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First down, Bulls.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On third down, it's Pollard. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back back there, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Waddle taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Red Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dragons 49, Bulls 16. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Chase Young able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw on 3rd down. Hunt fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Hunt flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Hunt. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hunt. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Red Dragons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Bulls 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Hunt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Andrews. And touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Bulls get a bit closer. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
56, Bulls 30.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Fields now to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.